right? Different, and then you have winners until we cut down till we get the final winner. The winner will also have opportunity to be a CEO of one of my subsidiaries for 1 year before he or she now goes to run their own company, where we'll give them a land worth $1 billion and they do housing on it. Does this make sense at all? I thought you were going to be excited. Okay? For us, it's also part of our own contribution to take the real estate sector to the next level, right? You know there's been so much storm in the sector. There's been so much noise and issues around this sector. And we believe we need to start putting clarity, start putting, standardization, education, help to really, better how things work. And we think with all that, it will help. So having said that, the next class, which is starting by 12, is something you cannot afford to miss. It will be a certification class, and you have an edge because by having that certificate, you probably can immediately apply for the reality TV show. But beyond that is also the quality of information you have. You can run with it and transform your real estate business. Does that make sense at all? So this will also be a very interactive class. So when I ask questions, I'd like you to jump in, give answers, contribute. Let's engage properly. Okay? And that's very, very important. So pull up my slide. First of all, I don't do African time. Right? If you ever have heard of me, I don't do African time anywhere in the world. My 8 a.m. is 8 a.m. My 12 noon is 12 noon. And I bet you I am there way ahead. Okay? People often say this. You dress African and you're African, but your brain and your man brain, they're inside. Okay? And it's true. Right? I don't do, and everything I do is a project. Everything is a project. Okay? I'm going to see on Friday or Thursday, I'm going to, visit Alake of Egbaland, inviting. Right? Yesterday I was on site. It's a project. Perfectly curated, detailed. Okay? And that is the habit that is required to take your real estate to the what? To the next level. Does that make sense? So many of us have sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in my 17 years of this business. So I think I know a thing or two to teach you. And I've sold not just in Nigeria, right? In Dubai, in UK, in US, virtually globally. And so we'll be sharing a few things that will help you take your sales journey to the what? To the next level. Is my slide up? I've been waiting for it. Who is the person giving me? Is it LG Studio team or Jamie? Who is my headache here? So, Oga, what's going on? So the way I expect this to be is, if you're going to use my slide, then can you put my audience in this middle one? Right? There's no point having... I'm okay with the way the slide is, but if you can put my audience in the middle. So Global Real Estate Sales Masterclass, from pitch to profit, mastering the art of real estate sales. Next. How many of you were in my class last Saturday? It was virtual. Okay, so you can go on YouTube, Dr. Akintayo, to watch that. Next. I shared a lot of powerful gems in that. Next slide. Let's look at 4 pillars to smart real estate investment. Number 1 is knowledge. Understand the market, due diligence, legal framework. Ignorance is costlier than risk. Oh, Lord. right? So one of the biggest problem of the real estate sector is ignorance. This salesperson, one of the biggest problem is not even understanding what you're selling, why you're selling it. And sometimes those of us in sales can better advise even the developed salesman. Yesterday, for example, I was with the MD CEO of our construction company, and we're starting this 1,000 housing units. And I told him, I said, look, you saw the property we're selling in London. Can't you do the same design, right, in Nigeria in this project? You saw the apartment. He said, oh, no, those ones are smaller because the living room and the kitchen is like an open kitchen, right? He thinks luxury is not open kitchen. Well, you can't blame the man. He's almost 60. So you can imagine when he started studying real estate. I said, nowadays the world has changed. Open kitchen is what is now luxury. Am I making sense at all? And all of that, and then encourage them to make the design a what? An open kitchen. But imagine I don't understand that. We end up building 1,000 houses that people don't like. Because more people are now open to an open kitchen concept. Right? Then we'll go and do the old, designs, which there's nothing wrong with it, but more people are now open. And the axis we are building is where Dangote refinery is. So we know that more than 50% of the residents will be expatriates who are more used to what? To open designs. Are we learning here? So how much knowledge do you have of this sector? How many books in real estate are you reading? Right? How many trainings like this are you coming for? Particularly paid ones. Because I'm sorry to say certain information are just not free. It just won't come free. I have in my US team a young mentee of mine. Is my intern. He's 21 years old. And, he's excited about life. And when you are 21, is there any 21-year-old here? You're 21. You're 21 too. I wish I'm 21 again. Okay? When you're 21, it's a different view, right? What excites you is different. Right? What you want is, myself and him went to buy some clothes. And I remember I had hinted him in the car about I don't wear designers. Right? I even gave him hint of how years ago I only shop once a year. Now it's more than once a year. But you will be shocked that I'm still modest about shopping. Okay? Got to the store. Suddenly he came up with the idea of shopping. I said, wait, were you planning this shopping or this impulse spending? Because his dad sent him to me after the dad felt, he needed to have a better influence. And we shopped. At the end of the day, I was done shopping, waiting for him to come. Only for him to bring 3 clothes. Four clothes. Right? And then I had like more than 20. Okay? But the 4 he brought was almost... What did we say about designers? Okay? What did we say? You are still under your parents. You're still using your parents' money. I can even buy my cars as a company. But it's not part of my shopping list. What am I saying here? At a young age, many of us put all our resources. We claim we don't have money. But we do. It's just where it's going. For some, it's food. Right? For some young boys, it's girls that you're trying to impress that may never really end up marrying you. But your money is going somewhere. Some even have bad habit of gambling. But your money is certainly going somewhere. But where should it be going to? Paid trainings that help you better. Example is training on real estate so that you have exposure, so that you are really good when we went for a conference. I was a speaker at the conference. Okay? But one of the other speakers at the conference was a multi-billionaire in the U.S. This was an event in Atlanta. I was a speaker and I got an award. Okay? But the multi-billionaire then offered to mentor. He buys big hotels in the U.S. And he said we should donate to his charity and he would do one-on-one mentorship and even speak for us at our event. Right? I took the center seat facing one by one, started the bidding. Any amount, by all means. Okay? At some point, the bid hit $9,000. Okay? He decided, of course, to take, I think, 4 of us who were willing to pay as much as $9,000. Then there was another thing again for $5,000. Bottom line, I swiped my card and $14,000 left my card. Dollar cash. My young intern almost entered the ground. He's never seen such. Okay? And at that point, he said, now I know why my dad sent me to you. Because obviously, I need to change how I see things. I would rather spend that $14,000 buying clothes. Who knows what I'm talking about? This young 21-year-old was saying that. Okay? But to think I should spend $14,000 to pay people who are richer than me, that won't be a way I think. I probably would think the richer people should give me money. Does that make sense at all? But so, very soon when you hear Dr. Stephen, this man, grace, somebody shout grace. Somebody rub me soap. Someone else will say, God, when? God, when? When he paid $14,000. Are we learning here? So, what is your priorities? Tell your neighbor, what are you spending money on? Tap them. Can the air condition be lessened? Some people are almost freezing. Hey, but you didn't talk now. You talk. Bros. You didn't need me to be your spokesperson. Obviously, they have cameras and equipment here, and they probably want them cool. But ladies and gentlemen, we want to freeze here. Who is helping us with that? Beautiful. Thank you. Next slide, guys. And build elsewhere. Must everybody live in Lekki? Must everybody live in VI or Ikoyi and all of those places? We can live other places. But do you know the problem? It's difficult for a lot of marketers to market other locations. And it comes from not still understanding how to package a location. When I took my friend Deep off, visiting from the US and went to Lekki, and I started breaking down Lekki to Port. Here's Dangote, 11,000 houses when they were still constructing. They had to do like this canopy type of house for all these expatriates. That is where the money is. So for us, we were targeting and we're still targeting those people. But if you can market that location to a customer, everybody will be shouting Lekki. Are you aware? With the first 4 units we've handed over in Jasper and Lekki, the rent from there is higher than some rent in Lekki. Yes. People are paying more in. Why? Because there is no enough modern houses in Lekki, And there are more people, staff of these companies, they don't want, it's a long journey commuting down there and then coming back. Are we together now? So, but you have to be able to break down a location that you are selling to the customer. Listen to me, you are not a property agent. I hate that word. When I used to be a core agent, you will never see me call myself agent. How? I'm a consultant. I'm a coach. Oh, does that make sense at all? I have come to coach you on how to build wealth. That's who you are. Just by my commission. No. My job is to mentor you. Oh, I'm your mentor. It's to mentor you on the best location, on the best investment. Do you know I've had a client before that wanted to buy 5-bedroom from me, and I convinced him that no, you waste too much money. Buy 2-bedroom instead. Because this place is very far. It's for investment. It's not for residential. Now, he buys 2-bedroom from me, as at that time, talking about many years ago, it was 37. 5-bedroom was 60-something million. So you can see how much I will lose. But because I'm a consultant, my job is to guide him. Guess what? He eventually said he wanted that 60-something. And went ahead to say, now I respect you. You're a man of integrity. This is not about money for you. You genuinely want me. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I told him, I said, look, this place is far from town. So if you buy 5 bedrooms so that you can be living there, it's not realistic. It's really far. Right? But if you buy 2 bedrooms, you can rent it out and you are getting returns. And the man said, I like somewhere far. Do you see what we're talking about? He said, the goal is I wanted a vacation home. I want somewhere totally far from town. But if I don't put on a consultant's hat, I won't say that. Because my thinking is commission, pay me commission. Let's hustle, let's make money in Nigeria. This money will go make calm. It's good. But can we do it with some decency? Because when it comes to customer, it's a long-term relationship. It's not short-term. We are building a relationship with these people. The same customer that decides to buy 10 million from you can buy 100. Same customer can buy 1 billion. Same customer can buy 10 billion. As you rise higher, you realize that it's not about the crowd, it's about the quality. It makes sense at all. Next, number 3. So we're looking at 4 pillars, isn't it? Pillar 1 is what? No, pillar 2 is what? Pillar 3 is timing. Fortunes are made by those who invest before the crowd, not after. Do you know I started buying some of the lands we have in Lekki when it was 1 million per plot, 500,000 per plot. Today we are selling some of them 30 million per plot, 50 million per plot. Right? And this is also very critical. If you are a property consultant, like I said, I'm not going to call you agents. Be an investor yourself. I remember one of my friends was sharing the story. He used to work with this real estate company. And his boss told him to take a client to site. So when they were in the car, of course, he had to open the car for the clients, Bele, they were seeing him as a driver, And then in the course of driving, he will be explaining each location to them. So at some point, they saw one and said, hey, which one is this other one? He broke down the place. He said, I have 1 unit there. They look at him again. Right? Between driving from their office to the place, he had showed them, they had mentioned 4 locations that he had 5 different properties. Do you know at the end, it was them saying, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. The perception about him changed. It's important that you too become an investor. And like I said, the conversation is usually everything is expensive. Don't worry, go to Ikorodu. Go inside. Just buy something. Just buy something. And there's a spiritual dimension to real estate. Once you start acquiring 1, then 2 or more, spiritually, you will start getting money to get more. Nobody can explain it. I myself can't explain it. But it's a spiritual principle that works. So you have to be intentional about saying, I have to acquire something. Yeah, I may be an agent. I get my commission. I'm going to prioritize acquiring something. Where do most of us emphasize? We all get emotional. And by the way, get the billionaire habits. Get it. Right? Because many of you, and I'll say this, your problem is you have mismanaged your fortune by giving your money to those who mismanage their money as well. I don't know whether I'm making sense. And I'll break it down for you. Somebody decides to be foolish about their wealth, about their resources, foolish about it. Suddenly calls you that they are sick and that you should empty their account. You that their parent is dead. They emotionally blackmail you. They don't give you, then you start playing. You say, I don't trust nobody. No. You are foolish to have done it in the first place. They emotionally did what? They blackmailed you. Yeah. Family member? Yes. But they blackmailed. We treat you better than family members. Rushed to me recently. It's a true story. Really bitter at how she does construction, doing well, And then one of our brothers said, but your younger, she needed a manager, somebody trusted, supervise her site. And our older brother said, but your younger brother is here now. He doesn't have any job. Give him the job. She decided to give him and now made another mistake. Where she lives, there's another empty apartment she gave him to be living there. Right? Now, she's not married, but the brother is married. True story. One day she traveled and her friend stayed in her own apartment. Only for the friend to hear the younger brother's wife come out. Olori Buruku that has used my husband's head. It is my husband's destiny. They have been using to build money, to grow. That's why she's rich. Yes. Same father, same mother. In fact, she wouldn't believe her friend who was living in the apartment, if not that one recorded it. Call for family meeting. Guess what the family were saying? Hey, it's your brother now. Hey, it's your family now. Yes. You heard me right. So I told her, I said, why on earth do you have a family member in your business? I don't have one. I attempted to employ my younger brother, same father, same mother. Right? The first day he resumed work, he started giving me terms. He wanted to close early. Let me tell you how I know you start taking me for granted. You start giving me terms. This is the term for me to take this job. This is the term for me to do this. Now I know you are taking me for granted. So at the close of work, I told him I don't want to see him back in my office again. That was the last time he worked for me. I still look for a job for him. I still shared his CV to other people. Am I making sense at all? He's still my brother. I love him. I still sponsor him to do his master's. But if you're going to work for me, you will work like anybody else. Not one single privilege, including my wife. And if you see her, she will tell you. I fired her before. Yes, my wife. She's still my wife. Only wife, no two. Right? The only one that has children for me, there's no, what do they call them? Baby mama, none. So you should, I'm explaining that so that you don't think, well, you could do that because she's his baby mama. Not a baby mama, a real wife. We hustle together. Love or die. But business and pleasure, two different things. Are we learning here? So you yourself have to begin to invest and understand that this investment thing is about timing. If we did not start GTEX land 10 years ago, where will I get the billions from? All this land they are selling now, billions. Where will I get it? Number 4, leverage. Use financing, partnership, cooperative model to grow faster. Don't wait to have all the money. Use other people's resources wisely. Now the question you will say, why am I teaching you this? You are just an agent. Do you know sometimes how you take your business to the next level is to guide somebody. Who knows what I'm saying? To say, sir, you have connections, sir. I can remain the agent to look for the right property for you. Are we together now? You leverage on these your resources, right? And we can share the commission. I take 50%, you take 50%, and all these your contacts will also become, and they will still thank you in future because you help them to get property. Does that make sense at all? Can you stop thinking as a property agent and just think like an investor? And I promise you, you will take your business to the next level. Can I say that again? Can you stop thinking like an agent and think like an investor? Meaning, I will not even sell what I won't invest in. I only sell what I have also put my money in. I only sell what I believe in. So, it helps me for my whole heart to be involved, for my passion to be involved, for my energy to be involved. Does that make sense at all? Which is why many of you, if I tell you, when last did you go for a real estate, paid of course, real estate investment training, real estate developers training, you say, but I'm not a developer, I don't have the money. Go for the training first. Go for the training first. God has helped me to see the largest number of people converted from property agent to developer in my lifetime through my real estate investment class. And like I said, if you can attend by 12 noon today, it's a full day. We're going to have lunch together. You're going to get a certificate. But many people have graduated from that. They entered that class as an agent. Came out the other side. 1 year later, they are developers. Yeah, you can clap if you want to clap for that. Right? Because it is, particularly for some of you who have been property agent for a while, the distance between being a developer is this short. The mindset just needs to what? To change. I remember how one of them who came, he's been selling houses, rental, and all of that. And I said to him, I said, how many clients have you sold houses to in your years? He mentioned. I said, let's do a party for them. Give them a gift this December. And then beside it, a proposal for your first development. This guy raised the money. Now has 4 projects. Right? It's just the mindset that just needs to what? Shift. Does that make sense at all? So once you have, I see money everywhere. Some of you have influence, you have contacts, you have connection. They are your leverage. As long as you are willing to share money, as long as you're not greedy, as long as you are looking for a good deal for every party. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone here can evolve into a what? Into a developer. Makes sense at all. You can turn your colleague. And again, as that money start coming through those partnerships, be disciplined enough, put it back into the business. Put it back. Put it back. Have you learned something today? Come on, talk to me. Have you learned something today? Those of you on Zoom, have you learned something? I want to see your response in the chat box. Okay, are you learning? So, did we take notes of the people that came here before 8? I have a gift for them. Those that came before 8. Huh? So, my book, Global Real Estate Investment, book notes. So send them all. I think it's $20-something on Amazon. You are getting free copies. Those of you who came before 8, right? On Zoom, kindly screenshot the Zoom. Those whose video is on, just screenshot. They are the ones that get the book. No, not the new ones. Not the new ones. No, you see. Okay, they got the first set of people. Because that's the problem. You see human beings. You see human beings. Obey simple instruction. No. Right? And this is how we lose opportunities in life. The world is just full of opportunities. We just sometimes are not ready for it. Okay, next slide. Suddenly everybody video turn on. Including those who don't put on shirts. You see the guy without shirts. Now, wow. Well, we shall see whether there's another gift coming. We'll see. Next slide. So, understanding the product. Sell value, not land. Now, know what you're selling. So, first of all, don't sell plots, sell possibilities. Right? I don't sell land, I sell wealth of this environment. Right? So, when I say in Lekki, I'll tell my customer, I say, are you aware 10 years ago, land was selling for 50,000 naira here? And that's the truth. I don't lie to my customer. I do my research and I give them the facts. And that's true. Lekki used to sell for as low as 50,000, 100,000 20 years ago. Okay? So I tell them, I say, so if now I'm asking you, as at that time, to come and buy at 3 million, what do you think will happen to the value of this land in the next 10 years? Looking at this projection that has already happened. So I then tell them, I can assure you, 10 years from today, we'll sell this same land. I'm asking you to buy for 3 million for minimum 30 million. Right? And many begin to say, okay, I think it makes sense. Am I making sense at all? And I'll make it clear to them. In that 10 years, whether you now choose to build your house on it, it's still going to be money. Or you choose to sell it, take the money from it, and go and build elsewhere. Because you will see people tell you, hey, this is your Lekki. You see, me, it's my house I'm looking for. Right? And I'm looking at Magodo. No problem. Nobody says you come and live on the water. Some of them will say, oh, this is your Lekki water. I want mainland. No problem. But do you have the Magodo money now? The answer is no. If you don't have the Magodo money now, why not use the money to buy land in a place that will appreciate? In future, you sell the land, add more money to it, buy your Magodo house. Are we together how you are able to communicate to the customer? So sell value, don't sell land. So all this, come and buy land, buy it today, land. Sell value. Number 2, master your product knowledge. Location advantage, infrastructure, proximity, development plan, investment potential, ROI. Like friends of Dangote, you should post it to all your customers as though you are Dangote himself. Say, good news. Right? We are doubling the capacity of Dangote refinery. This will, impact this. This will increase sales. This will turn, the value of Dangote refinery is about to turn to $50 billion. These are things you want to communicate to the customer. Who has seen the press conference? How many of you sell properties in Lekki right now? You have a property you sell in Lekki. Raise your hands up. Whether on Zoom or here. Lekki, let me see your hands up. You have a property you are selling in Lekki. The rest of you don't have. How come? Hey, Lord. Wait, what do you sell? Houses? You're an investor. That's fine. Yes? Houses? The rest of us, you sell land. And if Lekki is not on your list. Now that's a problem. Because part of being a good sales expert is to what? Map out, if Lagos is your major region, map out the entire Lagos. Where are the hot spots people are buying? Lekki, Lekki, Ikorodu. You map it all out. I must have something across this axis. Part of the wisdom is don't sell for 2 developers in the same axis. Right? This is my partner for this axis. Am I making sense at all? This is my partner for this axis. So I have something across that map. Does this make sense at all? So I'm not leaving money on the table. Because I can be shouting, buy Korodu, and the person says, no, it's Ekpe I want. And that's all I say, well, I don't have Ekpe. So I need to spread it around. Are we learning today? Which is what we are saying about master your product knowledge and the location advantage. Because these are what you now want to be teaching the customer when you are breaking it down for them. This is the advantage of this location compared to advantage of Ekpe compared to Ikorodu. Advantage of Lekki compared to Ekpe. Advantage of Ikorodu compared to what? Bagada, what's it called now? After Aton, Agbara, right? Agbara, Ode. This, you must understand the leverage of each location, and you're able to communicate it to your customer. Number 3, always answer the client's what's the need for me, right? Always answer the client's what's the need for me. Basically, what is the need for the customer? I've seen people try to sell property to me, and I can literally almost hear them say, what's the need for them? My commission, how many of us have invested and we know what I'm talking about? Like, you can almost hear their commission. Some even say it to you, to your face. I beg, help your brother. They give you 10% commission. I beg, just listen. As much as that may, once in a while that works, but it will not always work. Particularly when you're dealing with high-end customers. They want logic, they want common sense, they want what is in need for them, not you. Number 4, use storytelling. Paint a picture of what owning a land could mean to them, or owning a house. Paint a picture, tell a story. 2 pictures I use often. One is, who remembers? One is Transcorp Hilton Hotel, 1985. Who has seen that picture? Oh, you should all Google it and use that story. This was Transcorp Hilton in the midst of a bush, thick forest. Like, you just see this 10-story in the midst of, like, everywhere else is forest. Who has seen it? Go Google it. Because those are the stories you need to tell. Right? Today now, and I showed them the same Transcorp, that's 1985, same Transcorp 2005. Everywhere is developed. Right? So, 1985, how many of you agree with me that people thought Babangida was foolish to put that kind of investment in that place? Who agrees with me? But suddenly, everybody said, oh, the man was wise. He's the man that saw tomorrow, the man that saw the future. That is how this thing works. So, tell a story. The second picture I use is that of Ikoyi. There's this picture of a hunter holding bushmeat. And then behind him says, welcome to Ikoyi. Has anybody seen it? Oh, God. Just few of you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's step up our game. Right? Even if you are selling house, you want to tell that story. And say, hey, I know I'm telling you guys to buy Aja now, or buy Songo Tedo, and some of you are looking down on it. But let me show you what Ikoyi used to be like. Right? Suddenly what will happen? People will buy your Aja property, no be so? So tell a story. Storytelling is very, very critical. And even when talking to your customer, tell a story. And it has to be a story in their own advantage, not my commission, the money you need for me. Their own story, the advantage you need for them. Next. Has this class been helpful? Have we learned so much? Come on, talk to me. Beautiful. Next slide. I have 5 new AI books, and I'm giving that for free. Those whose video is not on, don't give them. Right? We go again. Now, wow. All video, Zoom. You are messing up our Zoom event if your video is not on. Right? Like I said, this video will go far. We're recording this as a special event that millions of people will watch this event. Right? So we're intentionally using a studio. Typically, I'll have used a hotel, which is where we use. So we want to create a beautiful production. So I'm giving you this for free. You can scan the QR code. It's selling on Amazon. It's a paid course. If you want the audio version, it will upsell you, but the PDF is free. AI for Pastors, AI Revolution, Unlocking AI, So we taught in these 5 books, taking advantage of AI opportunities in the UK, in the US, in Nigeria, and generally across the globe, as well as taking advantage of AI if you are into, how do you use AI for evangelism and things like that. I think even Muslims can use that one for pastors because it's the same model. How do you spread Islam? Leveraging on AI. Okay? So it's just how religion can leverage on AI to grow the faith. Okay? So you click on it and then you can download the book and it's just for free. Next. So how to identify high growth investment area. We're talking about spot opportunities before everyone, gets it. Key indicators, upcoming infrastructure projects, e.g. airport, seaport, express. The Lekki and Ekpe axis is our biggest concentration of estates. Currently have about almost 10, and we're growing it. By next year, we really, really want to take on Ekpe and Lekki heavily. I won't be surprised if we acquire 10 new locations next year alone. Okay? But why? And the largest refinery in the world. Right? Now, there's a conversation I'm going to be having with you guys. Can they get me a board and a marker? If you have to go and bring from the office, you can call, right? Call Isaac. Isaac is on his way. So he can bring a board and a marker from the office if they don't have here. In the next class, starting by 12 noon, is a paid class, but you can ask them the cost and you register. Maybe they give you a discount. I'll be sharing with you something we call highest and best use. Now, there's a concept you need to understand with real estate. Anywhere there's a cluster of industrial projects, it automatically creates deficit of commercial and residential. Is this making sense at all? Now, because of the cluster of industrial in Lekki right now, there's a huge housing deficit in Lekki. Because you have the seaport there, you have the free trade zone there, you have the largest refinery there. This means different partners. All the various people buying petrol now. So everybody is looking for land there. Like everybody wants to invest there. But it's because you have a heavy concentration of industrial, and then that is creating a what? A deficit, a need in what? Residential and what? And commercial. Right now in the Lekki, you don't even have one single decent hotel. Not one single decent hospital. I can go on different commercial needs. Right there in that place. So you see how you analyze real estate and you spot opportunities right there and say, there's an opportunity here, let's go for it. Secondly, government policy. So promoting industrial or residential, that's what's happening in Ekpe. Ekpe is another hot cake now because the airport is coming there. Government is also trying to designate Ekpe for agriculture purpose, airport, and a few other reasons. Now Ekpe is really, suddenly is a gold, right? Proximity to major business district or educational hub. The whole of Ota prices went up because of Covenant University, and then the Bells University. Are we together now? So putting a university in a place is enough to raise the value of that place. Sometimes even primary and secondary schools as well. Depend on the quality and what those institutions are trying to do. Entry to big corporations or real estate developer. There was a property we took interest in Dallas, Texas. And this property opposite us was Texas Instruments. They were building a $5 billion industry. And that just raised the value of the 50-acre opposite it by more than double. We have one as well in Brookshire, right? The Brookshire one, Tesla just announced $200 million expansion to build a gigafactory there. Boom, the value went up. Okay? So big corporation announcing that they're about doing something, even before they do it, the value has gone up. So once you are even seeing it in the newspaper, go and take position. Right? Next, consistent population and business expansion. Right? So where is the population going? Right? Where are we having growth in population? Everybody learning here. Where are we having population growth? What is driving that growth? These are the things that help real estate value to go up. Next. So, mastering sales strategies. So we want to look at 7 practical steps to closing a deal. Right? You have a customer. How do you get them to bring the money? Ask a question at this point. How many of us have had this problem? You said everything you can say to this customer, and the customer did not say they don't like your product, but they just don't pay. Let me see your hands up. Anybody having that problem? You're still having one. Madam, your own hand is very high. You said everything sayable. And they are just, oh, nice. And it's good, though. We will do it. But God pay. Okay? These 7 things will solve that problem. Are you excited about that? Number 1, prospect daily. Your network, referral, online leads. One of the reasons why you are not closing is because you have put your trust on one man. In the art of closing, we call it pipeline. How many customers are in your what? Pipeline. So you must have enough. Okay? Because even customer can sense your desperation. True or false? I'll give you an example. We had a client who wanted to buy one of our property in Nigeria, 300 and something million. And so he was reaching out to me. The staff that was to close him was dragging, but he wanted to just confirm the deal was real. So he chatted me. I said, well, it's real. But prior to him coming, ExxonMobil had also wanted to buy. And they wanted to even buy more than the 300 and something million. There was also another oil and gas company also who had indicated interest. So while we were talking, I said, well, it's real. However, I must warn you, by the time ExxonMobil buys, there won't be enough to give. And don't lie, because sometimes some of us just, because customers can know also when you are just lying for the sake of. The ExxonMobil visit, I can send him video. I won't be surprised if I send me the picture so that he knows it's real. It's not one of those sales gimmicks. Right? I said once they buy, because we don't have enough land there, which is true. Once they buy, we won't even be able to give you. Right? Let's just say a few days later, his alert showed up. So, the reason you are not close is that you don't have enough in your pipeline. Because if you have enough in your pipeline, you can show evidence that, hey, I have enough people in the pipeline. So, if you snooze, you lose. And the customer gets that part. Why are some of you late? This is why I don't like free events. We do free events, people come late. They tell you it's the rain. They tell you it's the road. 170 people registered to come physically here. We only have even 80 seats, right? But you'll be shocked. Some people come 2 hours after this event. That's why I don't like free events. Because if you pay attention. Oh, deep, Abby. When you pay, you what? You pay attention. When you pay, you come early. Say, Omo, 500,000. Rain will stop you. You will leave your house early. You will see. The next class is starting 12, right? And it's 500K. Though we'll give some people discount. You see whether any one of them will be late. You watch. For those of you who attend the next class, you see. Because they've paid. Not that they will pay, they've paid. You see that they will be here on time. It's the free one. They'll be like, was the rain, sir, no vex. But you are distracting my class. So, have enough people in your pipeline. Tap your neighbor. Say, neighbor, have enough people in your pipeline. Right? So, the desperation that, I have these people, they are not buying, is because you don't have enough. And there's nothing wrong showing off your pipeline. Tell your neighbor, show off your pipeline, show off. There's nothing wrong. Right? There's nothing outside the customer. Well, no problem, ma. If I had 2 people just pay. You can even send them the screenshot, just block the name, because for discreet, else, if you even show the name, because I say, so when I pay now, I saw you go to show my name. Right? So block the name, make sure, it's discreet. You can even just screenshot and say, this is a client that just paid this money. And the banks also show the time and the date. Circle it so that they see. Come on. Who knows what I'm talking about? So you will see that the ones who have not paid, they will rush. Right? Because some of you are complaining. Many of them are not paid. But one paid now. Use that one that paid. Put pressure on the rest. Right? And say, this property is moving fast. See, somebody just paid now. Man, I advise you, close this deal so that you don't lose. Are we learning the art of closing now? Number 2, build trust quickly. Be professional, knowledgeable, responsive. Build trust quickly. Are you aware that why many customers don't trust us? Because we're just not professional. The way you talk, your courage, right? Your demeanor. Some of us carry ourselves like we've never seen money in our lives before. And customers can sense that. And sometimes we're just not professional. The way we talk, the words, the courage, people can sense. You may be young, but there's a way you carry yourself. The elders will respect you. True or false? Can I say that again? You may be young, but there's a way you carry yourself that what? Elders will respect you. Elders will respect you. And they will give you the honor that you deserve. I'm doing my 40th birthday in January. And you can clap. And at some point, was it yesterday I was thinking, I said, everybody call me his elder. My royal father of the day, Alaki of Egbaland, Lekki of Lekki, also going to be sending invites to Oni of Ife, keynote speaker Bishop Oyedepo, George Frazier, Michael Roberts, American billionaire coming all the way from the U.S., successor to Miles Monroe, Cosmos Maduka. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. At some point, I'm like, where are my mates in this list? Okay? But these are people I build relationship with over time. Who calls me friend? Because of my courage. There's a way you carry yourself professionally. Am I making sense at all? Not the day they give you appointments. One chance. You are keeping Obasanjo waiting. I'm to see him on Monday. I'm literally sleeping in Abeokuta so that I won't be late. Some of us will get one opportunity. One to make an impression. And we blow it. One. And it's in your professional conduct. Does this make sense at all? Your what? Professional conduct. I've gone to see Bishop Oyedepo many times, and you are hearing the itinerary that he adjusted to see you. Then you come late. How now? How? I've just broken down my itinerary yesterday till today. Right? As at this time yesterday, I was in Abuja. Came down, had a meeting, went to Lekki, didn't sleep until 12 a.m. 5 a.m. on my way here. I'm here. Then somebody's late. Tell your neighbor, be professional, be professional, be professional. It helps you to close the deal. Because sometimes
the reason they didn't buy that house from you, you told them, let's go and do inspection, ma. Who knows who has done this? Come on, be honest. Ma, we'll meet at so place for inspection. Be honest. You were what? Only 30 minutes, by the way. You were good. Just 30 minutes. 30 minutes only. They say, hey, ma, it was the rain. I'm so sorry. Come on, who has done it? Confess your sins. So yeah, confess. Thank you. The Lord will honor you. Confess your sins. It's the rain. It's traffic. You know, Lagos traffic. And because you know what I've realized about wealthy people? They are kings and queens of honor. You see them and say, Lagos can be like that. But how many of you noticed you didn't see the alert? Anybody notice? Oh, you know, some mentees of mine will be like, sir, it was when I met you that I realized why I blew my chances with other mentors. Because they never said I did something wrong, but they just shut the door. Anybody has been there, that your wife, you be like, say, you don't did there. Huh? You've been there. Yes. He returned back and he lost the deal. Yeah. Yeah. So when we say be professional, we mean it. It's between whether you make the money or not. Because, and like I said, many of them will never complain. They say, Lagos. Oh, no problem. So show me. And say, okay, I will look at it. I'll talk to my husband. We'll get back to you. They decided right there that this one that can become early, I know they buy. So be professional, be knowledgeable, be responsive. Let it not be that when they were chatting you, your phone went off. Don't do it. Say, it's my power bank, it's my battery of my phone. I lost data, finish. Hey! Data. Come on, talk to me. Confess your sins. Data finish. Do you know all these little, do you know what's going through my mind when you are saying all that? So you want me to buy this 200 million house and you can't buy 1,000 naira data? 1,000 naira. You know, it's so irritating. 1,000 naira. The person is, meanwhile your brain is like, my money, I'm saving it. And when I get this commission, I have enough money. Then I'll buy data. Continue. Oh, so sorry. And that information you sent, the memory of my phone was filled up. I couldn't save it. You can't buy a good phone. Now, all these excuses you are saying, I get it. Oh. Remember, I wasn't born rich. Oh. I've been there. That's why I could tell you. But being able to figure out a way to quickly come out of these excuses enhance your ability to what? To close the deal. We're talking about closing the deal. We're talking about them eventually paying you instead of giving you excuses. Number 3, listen more than you talk. Understand the customer pain point. Anytime I'm with the customer, I'm just asking questions. I don't bother myself. Buy this, do this. No, I'm just asking questions. So what do you think? What are you trying to buy? Why are you buying it? What's the challenge? What do you want to do with this land in the future? Why are you buying this house, ma? I want to know the pain point. I want to know the pain point. You know the advantage. Some of them will give you the ammunition for you to close them. How do I mean? Well, you know, I where I am, my daughter's school is far. So I need something close to my daughter's school. In fact, trackable distance. So when they are confused, should I buy? Should I say, ma, and your daughter will like this. So you know, she will just walk. Just do what? Walk to school. No need for car. No need for. Ma, can we even ask your daughter whether she will like it? You've closed the person. But if you didn't ask, and you say, ma, the property is very cheap, it's very cheap, it's in good location, it's in suite, and you just go ranting. No. Ask questions. Remember, you're a consultant. When you go meet your doctor, does he just start talking? Don't you ask, okay, so what's your temperature? Do you have headache? Are you seeing blood? Is that not what the same thing you want to do? Ask questions. Everybody say, ask questions. Come on, louder. Ask questions. Number 4, use social media proof. Show testimony, project video, client success stories. Some of us have testimonies of our customers. Just 1 or 2 or 3, 4. Where are the rest of us? Where's the testimony? Right? Project videos. Meaning, if I'm going to sell a property, that's why I tell people, don't just, you sell for everybody. That's how I work. Pick few developers, be dedicated, such that almost every month you have a new video feed about that project to show them. Right? Oh, I went to site. This is the new update on this project. This is where we are on this project. That's how you do it. Okay? Success stories. People who bought from you 10 years ago. Go back and check the value of the property now. Whether it was house or land. Go back. Do, a comparison. Today I tell people, those who bought a house from me in Dubai, 2021, for $250,000, the value is right now over $500,000. And right, that will convince anybody any day to buy. Create urgency. Offer timeline, incentives, or more exclusive deal. So anytime you have an offer, even though you are not the developer, create urgency. Create your own urgency. This offer ends so time. If you buy today, they are adding extra discount, or you are adding all expense paid trip to Maldives, or all expense paid trip to Dubai, or one thing or the other. Just put something in there. Follow up consistently. 80% of sales happen after what? The 5th show up. So all the 80% of sales happen after the 5th contact. So go back. The first interaction may not be good, the second, but by the 5th one, I promise you they will do. I remember when I started business 15 years ago. I had this story in one of my classes. Then I was into real estate development. I only sell real estate on the side, but I teach on digital marketing. So I used to do email campaigns. Every week I send over 200,000 emails. Right? Spam email, yes. I bought this email database and I'll blast. So this woman was in my class and she was giving testimony. True story. Said, the first email I got from you, I replied with, "Scammer, leave me alone." Yes, I hope this will deliver some people. Said, the second email, I said, "You bloody scammer, did I not say, leave me?" She said, then she got the third mail. That I'm going to sue you. By the third one, she said, "I'm going to sue you." Said by the time she got the fourth one, she just busted into laughter. Right? And said, "How do I buy?" Then I didn't even reply down. Then she just called me herself. She bought database, paid for my class, and guess what she paid for my class for? She sells furniture. How to do the same. Right? Disturb everybody to buy furniture from her. True story. This is Lupeji. Okay, yes. How to disturb everybody else to buy furniture from her. Are we learning at all? So, the fact that you call the customer and then they didn't give you the kind of response you want at first does not mean they are still not a good customer. Does not mean they will still not buy. Go back. Talk to them again. Reach out again. You can still close those deals. Tell your neighbor, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Right? Now, who give up? Now, you lose. You can't give up. Many of us need to know this about life and our journey. My success story is humbling. I did a video recently. I was on the plane to Kano. Right? Farouk was with me. And as we were landing in Kano,
I took a private jet, and I was seeing Kano City. My mind went back to the last time I came to Kano, which was, I think, 28 years ago. I was barely 12 years old or something. And I came in what we call 911 truck. Truck that they put tomato, and all. But there's this one they converted, they put plank. So we used to call it 911 truck. We use it a lot in the northern part of Nigeria. So I couldn't remember where I was going, but I stopped by in Kano. Right? I think we even slept in the car park, bought food and all of that. 911 truck. Tell your neighbor, if you don't give up, you go make up. Right? So same me coming back to the same Kano in a private jet. Don't give up. You can't just give up. So go back. Go back. All of you, today, as you get home, just call that customer again. Right? I don't care how many no. I keep saying to people, I say, can't you just master rejection? The highest is a no. But I reach out anyway. And no means next opportunity. Everybody say, no means next opportunity. Come on, everybody shout it. No means next opportunity. Right? So see it like that. I don't get angry for a no. I'm not pissed off with the person who said no to me. They are not suddenly the devil because they said no to me like some Gen Zs do. Yes. Just, that's how you people do. The day you hear no, say, one day you now screenshot. Say, see the man that said no to me the other day. You people do it now. Somebody did it recently. You do it a lot. Okay. Okay, Gen Z, tell me, what's the issue? You don't do it. I hope you know the older generation don't know what to do with your generation. Like these Gen Zs. Just Gen Zs. But it's important to get used to no. I love no. And can I shock you, also learn to use no. Master the art of no. Right? Not everybody you have to say yes to. Not everything you have to say yes to. Some things are just not good for you now. Not all open doors are God's door. Not all open doors are God's door. Not all good deals are your deal. Yes, it's good, but it's not necessarily mine. It makes sense? It's not necessarily mine. So I don't jump at every opportunity. Sometimes people expect me to jump at it, but this is not mine. I'm not sure it's mine. It's good, and I appreciate it. And I learned, which is another thing you must learn. Please, this is not on my slide, but I want you to write this down. Master honor. Master what? Honor means that even when you say no, there's a way you say no that they thought it was a yes. Who knows what I'm talking about? Particularly with certain category of people. Master the art of no. Today now somebody say, oh, I'm opening a studio. I'd love you and your wife to come. I say, wow. That's my first reply. Wow. But it will end with a no. But it started with, wow. Thank God for you. I am so happy for you. The studio you are opening. This is huge. Unfortunately, I'll be in Doha and Singapore that period, but I will send someone. How about that? Come on. Tell your neighbor, master honor, master honor, master honor. Okay? Because some of us will now say, Dr. Steve say, I should say no. I should master no. No. Your answer is say, no. See my hand. No. Master honor. Okay? There's a way you can still say a no in a very, very beautiful way. Make sense at all? Good. Because you are in real estate business, so you need to sell.
And if you are not courteous and polite, you'll be wondering why you are not selling. You're just not courteous enough. You just haven't mastered the art. How many of you know that money and pleasure move together? Who knows that? Come on, can I say that again? How many of you know that anytime you give people pleasure, they will give you their money? Who knows that? So if you can't master a way to make people feel good, you will be poor for a long time. Can I repeat it again? If you don't master how to... That's why, how many of you have noticed that even my free training, you leave realizing that you owe me? True or false? Oh, you think it's by mistake? No, it's not by mistake. It's an act of honor. It's an act of honor. So that the day I say, well, this one you have to pay, you will gladly pay and say, hey, I've gotten so much value anyway. I've always felt I owe you. I've had many people do business with me saying, I vowed 5 years ago that I must do business with you. Because, you know, I watched this course and it helped me. You did this training, I got it for free, and I vow. How many of you are like that? Who had vowed that I must do business with Dr. Stephen? Oh, thank God, I have one here. Okay? It was intentional. So as a salesperson, build your life like that people are in your debt. Does that make sense at all? But you must still master no. It's not everything you can say yes to. But master how to communicate the no in a way, are we together now, that people don't feel slighted. That people don't feel like, you know, you are slighting them. Next, ask for the sale confidently. Don't hesitate to close. Clarity drives confidence. So here is where 90% of salespeople struggle. I want you to ask you a question. Can you be honest with me? How many of you genuinely feel somehow when you send people account number? Somehow just sending them. How old are you? 21. And you are Gen Z now. You are born with a different mentality. Those of you who are older, how many of you feel that way? Those of us who are older, you know, you just feel like, some of us will even say, I don't want to look like I'm selling him. I don't want to look like, you know, I'm all in for the money. Come on, be honest with me, right? Okay? But if you will make the money, okay? When I sell property, and I'm telling you a true story, and then you reach out to me, I want to buy so property. I say, okay, any question? I always see the shock with my customer. If you see, some of them will even stammer like, is it like that? I say, oh, so what else do you need? Eh? You see now? So I have a true testimony here. Clap for him. Okay, so you see that my class is not theory. It's real. You can't come to you are ready to pay. And I'm bold about that. Are you serious? Don't waste my time. Right? And for me, I'm also a very busy person, so I don't really have time to waste. Are you ready? If you have more questions, if you now say, oh, I still have this question, I will answer it, then I say, are you ready now? It's still straight to the point. Pay. Does that make sense? Be confident. That's why I don't sell what I work, to make sure that when I put my name on something, I can defend it. Okay? But you have to be able to. You see, customers are not buying land. They are not buying house. They are buying your confidence. Can I say that again? Yeah. Customers are not buying land. They are not buying house. They are buying your what? Your confidence. So be bold. Be confident. The highest, like I keep saying, is a what? Is a no. There's somebody who reached out to me. I stumbled on it on Instagram, though I've not seen the person today anyway. That she has a special type of class. She wants to, do a presentation at this event today. And I say, yes. I don't know the person. I've never met the person. Right? Maybe I was in a good mood. I also suspect. Because I typically would have said, no. Are we together now? I said, no. But that's how life works. I love that the person was confident enough to ask. Just ask. You'll be shocked how many years you will get if you can just ask. Confidence say, are you ready to pay now? So can we go and try it with our leads now? Who will go and try it? Let's go and chat them. How are you today? Hope your day is going great. Wait for them to reply. Once they reply, just reply again with, by the way, are you ready to pay now? Can I send you the account number? Hey, you have nothing to lose. Worst case, it gives the opportunity to answer. I still need you to answer this and this and this, which is good. We'll move forward than just stories and we're not close. Remember, the question is about how to close, because many of us haven't been able to what? To close. Is this helpful? All the Zoom class, is this helpful? Come on, respond now. Some of you are lying down. This is always quite interesting. Okay? Wave your hand if you are enjoying this class. Can I see your hand? We can flip the screen to others. Wave your hand. That's also how I know whether you are alive or you are sleeping. Wave your hand, wave your hand, wave your hand. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, prospect daily, use network, referral, online leads, build quick trust. That's listen more. I've answered all of that. Use social media, which is very, very important. Create urgency, follow up consistently, ask for the sales. Okay, next. Who knows this guy?
Those of you watching this wondering how do you sell anything to anyone? For those of you watching this wondering why you care, because life is sales. You sell yourself to your partner, you sell yourself to your children, you sell yourself at your job, you sell yourself to your boss, you sell yourself to your clients. All of us are constantly selling, especially those of you that think you're not. And there's one way to sell anything to anybody. It's the oldest trick in the book, and it's not a trick. It's a way of living your life. Build trust. How do you build trust? Commit to something, deliver on it, communicate effectively, and make sure that everything you say you're going to do, you do. And if you can't, that you communicate up front. This is an age-old wisdom. It's probably not going to trend this video. You're not going to share it a million times with your friends because it sounds common sense. The crazy thing about living in the world in 2023 is the common things are just not so common anymore. You want to stand out, build trust, do the simple things really, really well. Hope that helps you. Subscribe for more. How do you sell anything to anyone? For those of you watching this wondering why you care.
And that's part of what we're saying. I've seen many of us do this in the workplace, but those of you who work with me. What did you learn about building trust? Can anybody recap that? Because sometimes we assume we've heard, but we didn't really hear. Yes. Commit to something and deliver on it. What was the next thing he said? This part is more important because many of us commit to something and we deliver, but we don't do the next part. Yes? No. No. The first thing is communicates the delivery. Do you know how many times people in my office I'm following up, I say, I gave you this assignment, Hafa. And I say, oh, yes, I did it. Hey, you did it and you did not communicate doing it. How many of us do this oftentimes? We are guilty of this, be honest. Like, you committed to something, you deliver it, but you did not communicate that you deliver it. It's as good, you can't build trust that way. Because what is in the heart of the other person is that what? You committed to something and you did not what? The communication of the delivery is as important as the delivery. Guess what? The communication of not being able to deliver it is as good as you delivered it. Hey! Can I say that again? Your ability to communicate that I committed to do this for you. Are we together now? However, due to this and this, I'm sorry, I won't be able to. However, this is now what can be done, or the new timeline is as good as if you had delivered it. Are we together now? And delivering it and not communicating it is as good as you did not deliver it. So let's build a new culture, ladies and gentlemen. As a culture of just, I want to communicate effectively. I want to make sure I just master this art of what? Communication. This is the strength of America. America is good. I have a new executive assistant in the U.S., in my U.S. office. Oh boy, I don't think she works half as hard as my Nigerian team. Okay? But I can tell you that she works harder at communicating than even doing the job. And guess what? I prefer her more, and I'll pay her 10 times more than those who are more hardworking. Because what? She communicates promptly. It helps me to plan my life. Then you did it. It's frustrated my life because of this. Just communicate. Just talk. I'm not a witch or wizard that will just know what you've done and what you did not do. Just communicate. Tap your neighbor, say, neighbor, communicate. It's an African weakness. I hope we know. It's a weakness we have in Africa. We are poor at communication. It's messed up our marriage. It's messed up our job. It's messed up our relationship. It's messed up everything. Because we just keep quiet, stay silent. Okay, next. Where's my slide now? What happened? Just leave my slide there. Go back to what it was before. Okay, next then. That's fine. So, leveraging digital tool and global reach. I think we are beginning to wrap up. Has this been helpful, guys? So, I will take questions for about 30 minutes once I wrap up and we're done with this class. And I will recommend that you register for the next class. How many of you, by the way, have registered for the next class? Or they are not here? You've registered. Okay, how many of you want to register for the next class? Now, the next class is also hybrid like this. If you want to join the next class, can I see you? Raise your hand. We're having people join us from US, UK. It's called the Global Real Estate Investment Masterclass. We'll teach you on how do you invest in real estate in the US, in Nigeria, in Dubai, in UK. How do you do real estate development? How do you become a developer? How do you do fix and flip, buy to rent, land banking. You're spending the whole of the day with me from 12, we're here till about 6 or 7. Right? We'll have lunch together, you get certificates. So if you're interested, can I see your hands up? Right? Can my team take notes? Raise your hand properly so they can see, those of you they can help. Those of you on Zoom as well, just indicate in the comment section. Somebody is checking you out on Zoom. 1, raise your hand now. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? So, can you give them all 50% discount? Those of them who raise their hand. Okay? Suddenly you now want to raise your hand. You are not part of it. You still want to come at you and, you should. What did we teach about being confident? Is that not the class? Be confident. Be confident. Right? Be confident. Right? That's the rule to success. Just be confident. Right? Just be confident. Are you aware I have Had trainings where I didn't have all the money, and I still went to the organizers and said, hey, I can commit this. I'm a man of integrity. I know you don't know me, but test me on this. I'll commit this now, and I'll pay the balance at so time. It's all about hunger. Are we together now? It's all about what? Come on, it's all about what? Can you look for my daughter's video, and I'll communicate this, right? Can you, somebody help me pull up my daughter's video? Yes, in Dubai. My daughter is currently in Dubai, and she's helped me sell almost all my book at Ms. Aoshika's exhibition event. Almost sold all. I've never seen that kind of hunger. She's carrying the book by herself. She's even promising them what is not in the book. If I want, I think one of my wives said, one of them will say, what will I learn? Say, you learn Canva. So she said, it's Canva. It's Canva in this book. But that's a hungry girl. Now, if an 8-year-old is that hungry, you are doing well, life. I'm waiting till everything is perfect. You need to be hungry for success than you are. Right? I say this a lot. One of the things I'm trusting God to help me with my children is to create hunger in them. And that's why I must not give them everything they want. May I never do so. Because some of us have taken opportunity for our children to dream and thirst from them. We've taken that privilege. Hungry for success today was because there were things we didn't have growing up. Come on, who knows what I'm saying? Your colleagues had bicycle, you didn't have it. And you say, one day I'll be rich enough to have this. No be so. For people like me, it was even food. So I had passion. From the age of 40, I was asking, why are we poor? Right? I wanted to know why. I didn't want to repeat the same. Hunger. Don't spoil your children that they can't dream and wish and dream for something. 1 hour, 20 dirhams. You come work for me, right? 1 hour, you earn what? 20 dirhams. Call them. And then she wanted to buy some candy because she now has plenty money. You can't buy all. Say, but I made the money. It's my money. Say, yes, you can't use all of it on candy. Thank God you made the money, but you can't put all of it on candy. There are other important things to put your money into. Make sense? That's why my children don't they don't enter first class. No, God forbid. Economy. And they always ask, why are we not first class? Why are we not in business class? And my answer is that you are not yet in business. So, here, and got investment and raised 10 million naira at our event, Business Growth Conference. Yes. He said, at least I'm now in. They have to remind him that no, the business is not. Are we learning how you create hunger in them? Come on, are we learning at all? Because now, he's dreaming that one day that dream, if you give it to him. So now he doesn't need to do anything because he will get first class anyway. But when you make it a dream he needs to aspire, he needs to do something for. Does that make sense at all? And are you aware that why many life is useless is because there's no sense of purpose? When you take away hunger, dream, purpose, is that there's something I'm chasing. There's first VIP in my conferences. Do you know why? Typically, I don't do it because I want that sense of equality. But I realize I'm chasing away dreaming from some people. It's good to enter a conference and see that some people pay $5,000, but you pay $1,000. And say, one day, I'll pay $5,000, I'll be in front. Who knows what I'm doing? Right? You create aspiration. Right? We are going for Singapore now. This month. It's going to be one of our best retreats. I know people chatting. A lot of time people reach out to me and say, John, I just want to thank you because by just coming to your page, it helps me to dream. I may not have the money yet, but at least I'm dreaming that one day I want to be here. Does that make sense? Come on, does it make sense? I need your energy. Does it make sense? Beautiful. So leveraging digital tool and global reach, right? Sell locally, market globally. Use social media strategically, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I am always in a local place at a time, but I sell globally. People have often asked, who can guess what I did? I leverage on social media from day one. So people in this part of the world to them, does that make sense at all? But I branded myself, I packaged myself as somebody who knew what I was doing, and as somebody who was offering so much value that the day I bring it to your country, you're excited to key into it. Do you know how many people in Ghana can't wait for us? How many people in Kenya? How many people in Cameroon are like, when will you come? Right? How many people in Zambia? I can go on different countries of the world. But because social media does not have barrier, there's no limits locally, but market it globally. Let the whole world see who you are. Some of us are into consulting. Let the whole world know you are into that. Some of you are doing real estate. Why are you only selling in Nigeria? GTES sells property in Dubai, in Doha, in UK, in US. Some of you have never marketed that property. Yes, you say you are working, you are part of salespersons for GTES. Just scared to you, in your mind, who will? It costs you no. Let me put it out there. Right? If I continue to do it gradually, one day people will buy. That's the rule. But put it out there. Put it out there. I am now international. I'm one of the leading international property broker in the whole of Nigeria. I sell property for you here in Nigeria, in Dubai, in UK. Position yourself to be a global player. Tell your neighbor, position yourself to be a global player. Started locally, but I'm going global. Right? I may have started locally, but I'm going global. And I'm on that journey now. Build your personal brand as a trusted real estate advisor. And I want you to know that people don't buy product, they buy individuals. The customer is buying you. So when you say, come buy property, they are not buying the land or the house, they are buying you. So you have to position yourself in such a way that the version of you they are buying connects with really because of branding. Do you know how many people? You know, I was a great guy. And I like, buy property. Okay. When people had people go on social media and they were even ranting. Right? But because sometimes it just makes sense to brag about a brand. And let people be able to connect with you and they're excited that, guess what? Quickly, just give us a recommendation. How do you build a brand? Yes. Constantly showing up. Be consistent. Have a niche. Have a niche to yourself. Because, yes, I sell property, but what's my niche? Are you aware that GTEX can help you rent apartments in Lagos? Are you aware? You can literally rent it. No. But we do it. Are you aware we can help you buy properties? You can buy property from us even if we are not the developer. In this all, I niche myself. Does that make sense at all? Do you know many of my friends don't know we do real estate in Nigeria? We have more than 100 employees in Nigeria. He said, hey, I thought it's only in Dubai. I said, this is a problem. They only believe we're international. They don't. And it's more of my brand. And the beginning is have a niche. It doesn't mean you will still play in other, but let them know you more for. Why do you pick a niche? Can anybody help me? Why do you pick a niche? Why is it important to have a niche? Charity. Channel your energy. You're all right. Yeah. Huh? It helps us to remember you out of the crowd. We can pick you out of the crowd, yes. It gives connection with that conversation. It's easy to spot you quickly. I know who you are. Right? That guy. So, pick a niche. Pick a niche. Number one, you pick a niche. Number two, what did you give us as what we should do, sir? Then, message on the niche. Create value around the niche. Free value. I tell people move from free to fee. So, you're a wealth advisor, you're a property consultant, whatever title we pick, you pick a niche. Let's say you decide to say, I only sell luxury real estate. Then start giving us free content on why luxury, benefit of luxury, those who have done luxury, luxurious part of Lagos. You will notice you and will start connecting with you. Does it make sense at all? Come on, talk to me. Does it make sense? But you must master that part. And this is where people miss it. No message, right? No consistent message. So now that you have a message, what's the next thing? We are talking about building a brand. Can you also look different? Intentionally look different. By dressing uniquely. Right? You agree with me that at least 7 out of 10 times you ever see me, you see me like this. It's an agbada. True of us. Most times with a cap. Most times Hausa cap. Few times Yoruba cap. You think it's by mistake? No. It's intentional. Because I'm building a brand. So part of building a brand is about a few things. How do I talk? At first, how many of us, when we first heard ourselves, it sounds weird? Raise your hand. Yes. Even till now, it still sounds weird to me. But I'm unique. And people love it. So, tell your neighbor, be comfortable with your voice. Come on, tell them. It's your own now. Be comfortable. Poverty. We remember who used to say that. Bishop Oedepona. Right? Poverty. But it became unique to him. Okay? In those days, now, Papa is only preach about evangelism and rapture. Okay? But in those days when he talks a lot about, prosperity and all of that, are we together now? It's unique. Sometimes even your accents. Some of us just want to change everything about us. Some of these things make you unique. Just ride on the messaging. Push it harder, and the whole world will come to accept you. Hear this quote and write it down. This is powerful. Right? Dream big. And soon the whole world will adjust to your dream. Dream big. And soon, the whole world will adjust to your dream. When we started, people felt my dream was too big. My friends used to have issues with me. A lot of my friends just had issues with me. I felt I was better than everybody else. I was too ambitious, too much. They had all those nonsense. But can I shock you? They've all adjusted to my dream today. Hallelujah. They've all adjusted to the dream. Now we agree. So apologize to nobody for your dream, for your look, for your voice, for your tone, for what makes you you. You're building a brand. Remember, people don't buy product, they buy individuals. So, and then look for other traits that align with you. We're talking about building a brand. What are the other things you are naturally good at? Sometimes you are funny. Add it to your brand. You are naturally funny. Then have anybody from your observation of me that has now become my brand, natural. I'm a good teacher. Yes, very true. Yes. I look out for other people. Thank you. Who else? Really? Thank you for that. I didn't know. Energy. Yes, I will work. I'm training all through today. like that. Flexible, I'm not sure. What I expect you to say, I'm a disciplinarian, I'm strict. Nobody has mentioned that. I'm naturally strict. Naturally, like, I can't help it. Right? I can't help it. It's like, it's like a classroom. Why are you late? Why? Right? And it's become natural to me. Yeah, some people don't like it, but some people have come to, hey, that's just who he is. It doesn't mean he hates you. Right? You can see me say, why are you late? I don't like late comers. And the next time you're seeing me laughing at you and we're gisting, I hate that attitude. But I don't hate any human being. Does that make sense? And I've been able to help many people through that strictness. Many people have turned their life around by just stepping up. I love people being disciplined. And you know why I'm that way? I've come this far because I'm disciplined. Many high network people took me serious because I'm disciplined. Dr. Cosmos adjusts his itinerary yearly for me because he knows when Stephen says he will do something, he will do it. Right? There won't be stories where he has lost opportunities and locked down a date for me. Then I'll come and say, sir, due to, right? So that level of discipline and being strict and being, that's why I say I'm not sure I'm flexible. And I know where he is. Maybe I'm creative. I'm dynamic, right? Meaning, if things don't go the way I planned, what happened? I'm quick to restructure and adjust. And I know that's what he's trying to refer to, which is good. Yeah, and that's true. I'm very dynamic. It didn't go this way. How do we evolve around it? Okay? So, but that has helped me in a very great way in evolving. Use WhatsApp broadcast list, email marketing for consistent engagement. How many of you have a broadcast list here? Raise your hand. Less than 10% have a broadcast list. Why? Free marketing. Average of you have at least 500 people on your WhatsApp. Create a broadcast list every day. Do you know I still sent a broadcast yesterday? Now, how many of you among those of you who have broadcast lists remove some people when you broadcast because they are high net worth or they are elderly or they are... Raise your hand. So who should you be broadcasting to in the first place? Continue. Continue. Obasanjo gets my broadcast list. Bishop Oyedepo gets my broadcast list. Tell them to block themselves. Can I shock you? The people who appreciate my broadcast the most are these people I tell you about. Sometimes you see, the people you are trying to remove are the ones who say, very hardworking. Hey, yeah, young man. Are we together now? Yeah, very hardworking. You are the one when they see me say, I know, I see you now. Well done. We are proud of you. The ones who complain are the ones who they don't get money to buy. Now, why they vex? And let them delete themselves. And some people you are removing are the ones who really can afford what you're selling. The question is, what is the quality of what you are broadcasting? Evolve the quality in a way that it doesn't come all the time as come and buy. Come and, I am selling this, I'm selling that. Evolve it in a way, evolve it in a way, are we together now, that is teaching them value. So sometimes I use content. I can do a podcast, right? But in that podcast, there is, of course, come and buy at the end. So, good news, this and this happened. My 8-year-old daughter, she's killing it in Dubai. By the end of the day, I have a conference today. Abi, we are locating in Abuja today. I still sell my market. Okay? But why didn't I start with come and buy land? I know you don't like that one. But you like to see the winner of the Guinness Book of Record, right? Tunde and my daughter, you want to see that one. So I'll show you that one first. But at the end of the day, we have something to sell. Who will try it? And be consistent at it, because if you not try it for 1 week, you know sell. And I say, well, doctor, this doesn't work. No. Be consistent at it. Ma, I hope that helped you. Okay, what's it? All that is training. You can sit down, man. You just need training for that. Typically on WhatsApp, if you have never messaged someone before, when you add them to broadcast list, they will never get it. So the rule is that you first must have messaged them one-on-one before you then add them to a what? A broadcast list. Do you get that? So once you have messaged them, add them to broadcast list, they will get it. Make sense? But please make the messaging valuable to them. Don't make it just so come and buy if you don't buy today. And also deviate from all this. Send this message to 7 people if you don't want to die tomorrow. Don't send those nonsense. Right? Deviate from all these, politically linked conversations. See what Buhari is doing now. And it is Jubri, it's not Buhari. Fulanis are killing Yorubas. Deviate from all those. Focus on something positive, something adding value. Does that make sense at all? And I promise you, it goes a long way in helping. Host online webinars and virtual tour for diaspora clients. How many of you have done that before? Your own webinars for diaspora clients. Your own virtual tour of the property you're selling. Do that more. Right? Do that more. Collaborate across borders. Global buyers are your new audience. And that's true. Are you aware that the majority of people buying properties now are those in diaspora? The Nigerian economy has been tough on many people, so they can't afford. The affordability within Nigeria is low. But those in diaspora have consistent, stable income. So get into that market and figure it out. Okay. Have you gotten value today? Next. So the future of real estate sales, scale beyond borders. The next decades belong to realtors who think globally. And that's the honest truth. If you're still thinking, I'm only going to sell properties in Nigeria, you're missing it. Think globally. Are you aware that a lot of the richest people in Nigeria are thinking of buying property outside Nigeria and not in Nigeria? If you doubt me, go and read Otedola's book. His house in Monaco. The 2 houses he bought just for his daughter tennis wedding. Right? A lot of rich Nigerians are thinking of international investment. Are we together now? And they all have enough of Nigerian investment anyway. So what if you meet the person and say, this person is rich, and you're wondering, but why is he not buying? You are not giving him what he's probably interested in now, which is sometimes international. Okay? And guess what? When I go international, guess what they are interested in? Nigeria, including African Americans. I was awarded last weekend in Atlanta, and I spoke at the event. Majorly African Americans. When I started talking about Nigeria, oh boy, it was as if in my panel, they were just, after the event, everybody were coming to me. So one said, so how do I start investing in Nigeria now? I've heard enough stories. I want to invest now. I said, now, wow. Yeah. So you see why you have to think global. Those there want to come here. Those here want to invest there. So, hey, Global Investment. And our MD of what we call GTS and Associates, stand up, Mr. Akintayo. We can clap for him. He's your go-to guy if you want to partner with our company to sell what we sell. Jessica is your go-to person, right? So anything international, property, UK, US, and we're on Zoom. Don't worry, they have their representative on Zoom to interact with you. And let their representative indicate in the chat box. Ikena's representative should indicate in the chat box. Jessica representative should indicate in the chat box. And you can immediately engage them. Okay, I want to sell for GTEX. The person is engaging you. Oh, I want to sell internationally. Somebody is there to engage you, right? So we're making this very interactive so that everybody gets some value. Focus on customer relationship, not just commission. Build relationship. I've seen us. Okay, let me ask a question. How many of you have felt used before in your life? Felt used. Not necessarily relationship, but you just felt used. Right? When I mean not necessarily dating. But you just felt like this person just came, took advantage of me. Can I see your hands up? Now, how did you feel when that happened to you? How did you feel? When it was like as if they used you and dumped you. Like somebody came to you to access another person. Maybe sometimes they used you to get a contact. And after that, close the door. Or they ask for help. You give them. They don't care anymore. How did you feel? Huh? You felt betrayed. What else? I need the words. Less value. Less valued. Yes. Who else? Dumped. Felt dumped. Who else? You can type in the chat box. How do you feel? When it was as if people used you. I'm not saying you did to all boyfriend, girlfriend. Like a friend asked for a favor. You did it. And it was as if after you did it, they don't care about you anymore. How did you feel? You felt bad. Disappointed. So the question is, if you didn't like the way you feel, right, after the way you were used, the question is, why do we also use people? Why are some of us also using other people? Why are we not building our relationship with people in a way that these people felt like, there's something between us, that you cared beyond the commission. You cared more than just the money. Can we all work on this? All of us. Those of us who work in GTEX, those of us who are just salespeople, consultant, whatever it is. Can we build that culture? That I want to make sure I'm intentionally communicating to you that you matter to me more than just what I'm getting. It's okay to get something. I always say this. People say they are using me, If you are not used, you will not be useful. Somebody must use you. Are we together now? If you are not used, you are not what? You have to be used to be useful. So it's okay to be used, but can it be mutual? Right? Don't go about bragging and telling everybody they are using me. Gen Z, una here? Gen Z, una here? Okay? It's just a wrong culture. It's just a wrong culture. It's okay to be used. It's okay to be an intern. It's okay. The question is just who is using you? Does that make sense at all? Who's using you? Me, I go to people I went to Dr. Cosmos, he didn't come to me, and I say, use me, sir. Use me. Okay? So, it's okay to be used. Does that make sense at all? But it has to be what? Come on, talk to me. It has to be what? Mutual. What am I also getting out of it? Now, it's also okay to be the first person giving before you ever ask for or figure out. But it's okay. But ultimately, this relationship should advise you. Don't build a life with customer keep buying. Which day did you take out the house? 80 million years ago. And then it was his birthday. The person bought a cake and convinced her colleague to go and celebrate the customer and went there with a cake. And the customer was so shocked. Like, me? What did I do for you? And you bought me a cake. Thank you. And you know what the person did? Gave her 10 customers and said, call these people, tell them from me. And by the way, can I buy 2 more of my own? She ended up doing almost $1 billion from that one relationship. Many of us, you get 5% commission. Your anger is even that they didn't give you 7. You get 10% commission. Your anger is that you are looking for the company that gives you 25. Greed. The 10, what have you tried to even do for the customer that bought the property in the first place? That should be the focus. That customer feel like we have a what? A relationship. How many times have you called the customer to say, I just decided to come and greet you. How you day? Hope you are okay. How many of us do that to our customer? Where you just chat there and say, how are you, ma? Hope the children are okay. I have nothing to sell to you. I'm just saying hello. So, as much as we teach you about be hungry, go sell, be confident, be bold, can we also teach you about the wisdom of what? Sometimes just say, I'm just reaching out to say, I've missed you. How about that too? Can we do that as well? Just add value to people. Does that make sense? Come on, does it make sense? Add value. Add value. Some of you have come for this event free. Some of you, we have almost 100 people joining virtually, other people watching from other platforms, they are streaming. We have people here. You didn't pay a dime. It cost us millions to put this together. Right? Do you know that as simple as just taking a picture of this event and doing a detailed write-up and part of it? Say, Dr. Stephen, I was at your event. I just want to say thank you for doing this. I learned so much. You can even detail 1 or 4 points you learned. It's something. Now, it doesn't pay back. Oh, it's something. It's part of your little way to say, hey, thank you for doing this. Are we learning at all? And I'm teaching you this because of your relationship with your customer. Some of you took a customer for inspection. Did you take a picture and later send them that picture and say, wow, you look good in this picture. Thank you, ma, for showing up for that inspection. Do you know what most of us do? Ma, are you going to pay now? How far? I didn't even charge you money for that inspection. Come on. Show some honor. Show some honor. Right? Just send that picture and say, ma, I know your itinerary is busy, that you even showed up. Thank you, ma. Thank you for showing up for that inspection. I'm really grateful. I want to say, God bless you. I look forward to us taking this to the next level. How many of you know that the customer will be feeling guilty? Talk to me now. Talk to me. How many of you know? Say, hey, I never even pay. This way, don't they pray for me? Don't they thank me? Oh, my, you don't even tell that. The first I don't go back. Honor. I've taught this many times. By the way, go to my YouTube. I have a whole series on honor. You need to watch it. How to become rich. Listen, side by side. One of my friends shared this with me. He said, I know why all these powerful people like you. I know why all this. You have mastered the art of honor. You've mastered it. Omo, when I choose to honor you, they no born you well. The relationship starts with me calling. When I'm done with you, former president or current president, now you go to call me. When I'm done, and it's honor I use. I will so honor you to stupor. To stupor. Tell your neighbor, say, master honor, master honor, master. Wealth and honor, they go paru pasu. If you master the heart of honor, you can never be poor in your life. You can never. Never. There are some people, they are doing birthdays, a cow they get from me. Cow. Big cow. Honor. Do they need it? No. Can they not buy themselves cow? Yes. But you see, you'll be shocked how that thing mess some of them up. These are very rich people. You know why? They are doing birthday, now they're going to think of money where they go spend. Nobody they remember saying a gift. How years they go buy 1,000 naira card? Yeah, happy birthday. So saying that somebody takes it on them to give them something, like they just are grateful. Again, tap another neighbor, say, Master honor, Master honor. Master honor. Okay? Invest in personal development and what? Financial literacy. Let it be a duty. Every quarter, I must invest 500,000 naira, 1 million naira, right, to train myself. Last Saturday, one-time payment, $14,000 to a multi-billionaire to mentor me. $14,000 cash. This year now, I'm almost hitting $200,000. Multiply it by naira so that because dollars always, 200,000 times 140, 450, 1,450. How much is it? 244 million. 290 million. So 290 million naira is what I've spent to train myself this year, and we've not ended the year. The class is quiet. Okay? So everybody, I want to be like Dr. Stephen. Okay, it's not by wish. How much are you investing in your own self? And I'm not talking of your master's, because everybody now, master's, my MBA, my PhD. No. Self-development. Self-development. I'm paying this to get mentorship with this person. I'm paying this to deepen my knowledge in this area. I'm paying this to learn this. Next year now, I've budgeted $50,000 on AI training for me. MBA, MIT, Harvard, and several other private courses. Self-development. Some of us who are speakers, and that's the difference between me and other speakers. Right? I'm raw, practical, real. So it's not perspire to acquire, to acquire, to require, to acquire. It's real. I've lived it. I've result to show. Are we together now? And I'm constantly still investing in myself. Globally. At a global level. So when I show up, you can't but give me my dues. You can't. So when I tell you I charge $20,000 to mentor you, by the way, are you aware, for those who hated my $18,000, 2026, my coaching is now $50,000. Amen? They you should drag me from now till Jesus come. Now your business. Please record this part and tell me this clip by latest 6 p.m. today. Special announcement. Come on, you are now my one-on-one coaching program for business owners that lasts for 1 year has moved from $25,000 to $50,000. Yep. For all of you who don't like that, well, you can hug Transformer. Right? For those of you who want to drag me, please, I need the pop until you drag me. So please drag me. It's $50,000. And yes, if you like, he's charging poor people $50,000. How can a poor person pay $50,000 for Christ's sake? Obviously, it's not for poor people. Right? Yeah, you can clap if you want to clap. And clap well. But here's the thing, and that's the difference between me and including those who don't like me. Are we together now? Then I deserve to say, hey, pay me a token to also teach you what I am learning, and I've also used it as work. Does that make sense? The reason it keeps increasing is because there's a limit to how many people I can take per year. right? So I have to constantly raise up the price so that the number is not. And can I shock you? This year, over 50% of those I took on this year don't live in Nigeria. Some are Nigerians, but in diaspora, they run their business. Some are not even Nigerians, right? So it's important to know that value is value, and nothing of value is what? Is cheap. So I think you should clap for yourself because you are one of those who didn't pay it down. You are learning. Okay. So be part of something bigger, vision-driven, selling builds lasting wealth. What we're saying here is that can you be part of, you want to be intentional about being part of a major project, a big project that can just help your profile, help your bio, 5 towers, and say, well, one of those who sold out this tower, sold out this tower, sold out this tower. Isn't that good for CV? Does that make sense? So be part of something that can help your profile, help your brand. Be part of something big. As for sponsorship, we want to be part of this success story. We want to be part of it. Right? So be part of a big project. It takes time. Yeah, but think long term. I've come this far, like I said, because I thought long term. My life has always been long time thinking. Last but not the least, align with credible developer. Project that offer long-term value. Some people who help us sell our property when it was 5 million, they are glad today that they can call the customer and say, Ma, you are aware that land is now 30 million within 3 years. And they say, thank you, Oremio. If you didn't convince me that time. That's the value I say you should create. That's how you should be thinking. Which is why I would rather sell a property that is 50 million naira today, and has the potential of rising to become 200 million in the next 10 years, than sell the one that is what? That is even 1 million today. Brag that my customer got value. I just told you earlier that I will be able to brag at many customers that bought 21 from me in Dubai, $250,000. And the value is over $500,000 between 2021 and now. The rent has more than doubled between 2021 and now. That's what leads to my pride. Because I can say, we help people achieve this. Are we together now? That should be your goal as a what? As a salesperson. Not just my commission, have they paid? Do I get it? Is that we are part of something big. We're part of something bigger. Next slide. Next slide. Ooh, this you don't want to miss. Okay, our Singapore event is sold out. Are you glad to know that? Yeah, part of the Singapore team going to Singapore. Okay. Anybody online going to Singapore, can you indicate? Is there anybody online going to Singapore who has been confirmed for Singapore event? Can they hear me highlight that person so we celebrate them? If there's anybody online, is there anybody online? None online as well. Okay, so our Singapore event is sold out. Dr. Cosmos Maduka will be there. I'll be there. One of my friends who is into oil and gas, top guy, multi-billionaire in dollars, is also going to be there. We're having a very fantastic event. They will also be able to pitch their businesses to us, and we may invest. They also get opportunity to have us critique their goals for 2026. So we're doing like a 3-day board session, right? So many people don't even have advisory board. We're going to simulate advisory for you. So you're projecting this is what we're trying to do 2026. This is the vision, this is the goal. It's going to be massive
and it's going to be beautiful. However, you can be part of the virtual participation, right? So visit this link to register. It's $200 to be part of it. So we're giving you an opportunity today to pay just $100. However, if you are coming for the next class, you'll be getting a free ticket to be part of it. Are you happy to know? Come on, you can clap. All right, so those of you coming for the next class, you don't need to pay for this. You'll get this free. So you'll be able to join us. And if you miss anything live, you will be able to rewatch it. So from our tour to our classes to everything we do. Let me say about countries of the world. Today, I have offices in them. There's power in what? In exposure. Don't joke with it. Right? Some people say, no, until I go there. No. Even this exposure encourage you to be listening to all these people, even learning about these businesses, learning how we are critiquing their business. You too can say, let me go and correct this about my goal. Then we go and restructure. Oh, so this is how they even do budget for a company. You know, there are things that are practical that you're just going to be exposed to. So if you're coming for the next class, don't bother pay. But if you're not coming for the next class, you will have to pay. And it's better you pay now before it goes up. So just $100, you'll be able to join us virtually. Next. So this is the next class. We are going to be learning real estate, how to raise funds for your real estate business. So some people, I want to be a developer, I don't know how to raise funds. It's part of what we are covering. Right. By the way, I'm a Harvard-trained real estate investor. Are you happy to know that? So we get certificate for them too. Don't we just say we know the business. We get certificate. There's a video, I don't know whether they played it, of a multi-million-dollar fix and flip in Atlanta we're investing in. I don't know if you saw it on my page. Right? How to do fix and flip. Literally buy a property, turn it to a multi-million-dollar property deal. Buy to rent, buy to let. 12 p.m. prompt, no African time. And I promise you, it's 100% money back guaranteed. After class, it's not worth it. Ask for your money back, we'll return it to you. That's how sure of the value you will get. So, are you coming? Come on, if you are coming, let me know. Are you coming? And so, like we said, it's a hybrid event. Those of you virtually, you can be part of it. There are people virtually there dropping the link for you. You can immediately sign up and they will privately send you the Zoom link. Please don't get the Zoom link and go and be sharing with people. It's one person, one Zoom link. Right? So it's a hybrid event. You can join us virtually and we're still going to have a great time. And you have more discount for those of you joining virtually because you are not eating our food, you are not seeing me in person, so we made it a bit more cheaper for those of you coming virtually. But you still get a certificate like everyone here as well. So next slide. I think I'm done. Thank you very much. Did you get value today? Yes, beautiful. If you want to clap well. Don't do average. Let me get one of the chairs, please. So, Olamide, you can get a mic so you help me coordinate questions. What's the time now? 10:35. You see me now? I do my thing, pam, pam, pam. That's it. No African time. I don't waste your time. So let's see if we can take questions till about 11:10, and then we can leave so that they turn around the place. What's the time again? 10:30. Questions?
All right, we're moving to questions and answers. So for the virtual audience, if you have questions, just drop them on the chat, and then we'll identify you and read your question. For the physical participant, just raise your hands and I'll hand you the mic. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't leave here. So.
And please, we don't want question, questions. Just ask all.
So raise your hand again so that she gives you a number.
Again.
Don't forget your number. If you forget, we skip you and move to the next person.
So I'm starting from there. Mr. Ikena, you're 1, you're 2, you're 3, you're 4, you're 5, Ma, you're 6, Sir, you're 7, yes, you're 8, Mrs. Jessica, you're 9, you're 10. Sorry, ma'am, do you have a question? Do you have a question? You're 11. No, you're 11. So he is number 2, you're number 11. Yes. So over here, you're 12. So 12 persons with questions. So for the virtual participants as well,
If we end up treating your question, don't bother. When it gets your turn, just say they've answered it
Your
so that
question.
we can leave on time.
oh, all right, number 1.
So we take first 3. Let's just merge 3 together so we leave on time.
Hello, good morning. Thank you, sir, for the privilege to join this class. My name is Ikena. I want to ask, sir, talking about mastering the art of closing, you talked about ask for the sale confidentially. And you don't want to look as if you are lying, and you know you don't know the answer. And you don't want to look like you're lying, and you don't want to look incompetent, saying, can I come back to you? I have a practical example. I was talking to a client about a Lekki property, and he asked a question, and I know I don't have the exact answer. So the question is, what is the distance covered from Lekki to VI on the coastal road? If he's driving, how many minutes will it cover? And my head, I don't know. And I don't want to lie. I don't want to say I don't know.
Then I don't know.
So
It's simple. It doesn't make you incompetent. Just say, well, I have to check that for you. I've never done it before. No client has ever asked me that question. But it's a very intelligent question, man. Give me some days. Let me do the research and I'll get back to you. That's a professional way to answer it. Very professional. I mean, being professional doesn't mean you should cook up lies. Again, these clients are smarter than you think. Oh. I don't know if you all agree that most of these investors are older. So they are not people you just cook up. I think you can get the answer in 3 days, tell them 1 week. It's too long. Say, yeah, because I may have to even drive there or something because, the road is, and you can even let them know, we can't know now because the coastal road is still not opened. And you need to drive it, right, and time it before you can know. And if you put it on GPS can only give you the other Lekki route because that's the one that is already open. And I'll even give you the answer. Because, to be honest, even if you try and do that research, you won't be able to get the accurate because you can't still drive from that land to VI. Next, number 2 now.
Yeah, good morning, sir. So I'm Daniel by name. Thank you so much, sir, for the privilege for this gathering. So my question is, I'm new on the real estate business and I'm interested in taking it further to the next level. But my question is, I don't know if it's a right thing to go further because I'm into the fashion designing business and I'm seeing real estate as a means of pushing and multiplying myself in the fashion industry. So is it a good advice to go into the real estate business, or is it going to be a good one for me? Is it not going to be
No problem.
a diversified
Distraction.
focus,
No
distraction to the fashion industry?
Next person.
Good morning, sir. My name is Caleb. Thank you for the opportunity for this question, please. Thank you very much, sir. So my first question is, I have a client who I could call and we were able to move from marketing to sales and up to closing. But the problem is now in the closing because she knows you and said, I've consulted Mr. Isaac, the management team. He said, if she doesn't speak with Dr. Stephen Akintayo, she won't buy. He said, that's the last thing holding her, that she just want to speak. She has the money ready. This side of the state in Ijebu Ode. I said, I'm not going to pay till today. she's not paying because of she hasn't spoken with you? Yeah, that's my first question. And my second is an affirmation for the fifth close-up, follow-up rather, that you mentioned in the slide. I have a client who will be going to burial for inspection on Tuesday. It was I can say it's after like 10th or 15th follow-up before he later agreed for we to go to, for the inspection. And the third, I was at the Lagos Climate Change Summit at the Continental.
What's the
last week.
second?
It's just affirming what you said about follow-up after your fifth follow-up.
Okay.
Yeah, my own is like after the 15th or 17th. I don't know. I was just calling and calling.
Of course.
So the last question is, like I was at the climate land. At the end of the day, I was able to convince him that any land that GTEX buy, there's nothing wrong with it. He said all the land in Lekki is probably owned by federal government. That it's no one has the right to buy land in Lekki or something like that. So that's my take.
Next, one more.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Funke Alarape. And thank you, sir, for the privilege that you have given us to be part of this class, sir. So my question is simple. I want to ask that who are my customer when it comes to real estate? Who are my customer? Well, I should know my customer so that I will know the right customer to target.
Okay. So Daniel asked about confusion between fashion and real estate. I think real estate fashion store is on a real estate, right? All these Paris stores, Hermes store, they're all real estate. They're all renting a property. They're all owning HQ, factories. They're all real estate. So what I think you are referring to is real estate brokerage or real estate agency, okay, which is being a middleman between buyer and seller. But if it's doing real estate for the purpose of owning it as an asset, everybody, Vodi's office, should I still be doing fashion and still be doing real estate? The question is which one is paying more? Which one has potential more? That's all. Right? Sometimes you may leave your passion. Do you think Dangote is passionate about cement or about petrol or about sugar? So sometimes you may focus on what can put food on at times. So sometimes we are just this obsessed, my passion. If your passion is not paying the bills, Oga, go into the industry that can pay the bills. But don't go into any industry without training and without mentorship. And don't sit from afar. Dr. Stephen is my mentor. Not one paid training have you ever attended, yet I'm your mentor. That's not how this thing works. Mentorship is not a title you appropriate to yourself. It's an experience. It's a relationship, right? It's a journey, okay? But if you think your fashion will do well, it can pay the bills in the future, go for it. So let's assume Vodi was passionate about real estate and decided to pick fashion. Today now, does it not have many real estate? The answer is yes. So you can pick one thing that ultimately in future you still end up getting the other things you're passionate about. Next year we're going to be shooting 2 movies, right? I used to be my passion. All through my university days and even secondary school, I used to act. But by the time I was graduating, fine boy, Lomo, fine boy, no pimples. But it's because money has come and has added flesh to my skeleton. The chances of being picked is not just about looking good. I mean, it's not just about acting good. It's also looking good, right? So I focused on what can pay the bills. And today, I'm shooting 2 movies with my money. I can choose to say, I'm the only one that will act all the roles. It's my money. Are we together now? Go for what can pay the bill. When the money comes, then you can go for your passion. And you have all the authority on that. Caleb, clients that refuse to pay until they speak to me, well, they will have to wait for long. Myself involved in transaction. I don't run day-to-day of GTEX anymore.
what I enjoy doing is what I'm doing here. Train, mentor the next set of CEOs. We now have leaders who run our business. The Singapore event, CEO of Middle East, this is where she's taking GTS Middle East to. CEO of GTS USA, CEO of GTS UK. That's how it's been done. Okay? So, to want to talk to me, in Dubai, okay, how much is the property? In Dubai, on a monthly basis, we're a multi-million-dollar property in Dubai. And they don't talk to me. So help me make sense of this conversation, guys. People buy property, millions of dollars, they don't talk to me. Then somebody wants to buy a property of 50 million or less, wants to talk to me. We are a company. Are we together now? We are not a one-man business. And that is in your interest. Because if it's one man can be sick. One man can die. True of us. But when you build a company based on structure, what happens is that the business transcends that one man. And real estate is transgenerational. If you do a one-man business in real estate, you will not last. You will not. Even without doing the one-man stuff, I know how stressed I am. Since I landed in Lagos, by the way, I landed in Lagos, I didn't sleep. I have not had 6 hours sleep talking to every customer. Hello. Emini, Pamni, pay. Rest in peace. Who died? Almost stolen almost all the business. So when I looked at it, I said, no, I can't run GTS. We need to have a board. Are you aware that Baba Michael Kiro, former IG of police, is more involved in GTS land acquisition than I am? Okay? So we wanted to build a company that there are other people involved. Are we together now? So that, God forbid, anything happen, I can wake up one day and say, I'm not interested in the company anymore. The company can still run on its own. Is this making sense at all? After all, we are dealing in real assets that you can touch and you can hold. That's the better way of running business than a business that is one man. Can I mean that they've been a fan of for many years? And I don't have problem with that. They should look for my next seminar, attend, we'll take pictures. Is it clear? Some may call it arrogance, some may call it pride, but it's still in the interest of the customer. Okay? Lekki, nobody has land there. Tell them to come 31st of January. Right? I can't repeat myself. I have many questions. Should I use your discretion? Right? So, let them come 31st of January. Abi, the governor of Lagos will also be there. Even if he doesn't come, we'll send rep. And they will see now. Abi, will you come and sit on an illegal estate? So, all those talks, again, let me tell you this. Many of these people you are talking to cannot afford. I have this quote I always say. You have only started marketing when you are face to face with a customer that can afford what you are selling. When people can't afford, they resort to what? What manner of excuses now? Oh, it's not real. They can't buy it. It's a lie. It's not this. What happened in Lekki is that most of Lekki has been excised into what we call the free trade zone, meaning government took over the land from the local owners. But they then compensated. Are we together now? The families with other land, but now gave those other land the title. Is this making sense? Also, the government then also decided some other part, because of the coastal road, not to even give any title for those areas. However, we call it committed acquisition and non-committed acquisition. However, you can then go to the government and said, well, this part you are not putting coastal road, so we want to buy it. They will sell it to you. It's all about money. Our land in Burial, right? Coastal road passes, in fact, it cuts it into two. But the remaining part now, we have registered survey. Government will soon give us what we need to pay, and I hope the customers are ready to pay. So that's what it's all about. Makes sense at all? But you need to know so that you can educate them properly. Because there are two cases. There are truly some customers who are ignorant, they don't know. But there are many times where the person just can't afford. So rather than tell you, I know if you afford, though, what will he do? Give you an excuse. Now, hear this about government. Even our land in Jasper that we're launching 1,000 housing units, we have excision on that land. Totally excised. In fact, we bought it from Lekki. The king himself sold it to us. Okay? But guess what? When they were to build Coastal Road, where they had collected from the family for Coastal Road, they realized that the clay there is too much. Guess what they did? They moved into the place they had released to the family. Okay? So, good news for us is that it now made the back of our Lekki to now be facing, two of it is facing Coastal Road now. So we're lucky in that area. But where they moved it to was still a place they've excised to the family. So the king is having, because thank God we didn't buy that part. So the king is having to go back to them to say, well, you have to give me more land. Because you came back, you told me to leave that part because of your Coastal. Now you realize maybe it's too waterlogged and you are coming to the place you already had given me. So, we need to know that government is a problem in the real estate sector. There's nothing we can do about that. Right? They appropriate and reprobate and... Are we together now? For example, he bought Garnet. Garnet has a governor's consent. Okay? But we still went to check. They said there is still need for perfection. So I told her, I said, put it in the form. Anybody buying Garnet, you still have to go and meet government. Show them the governor consent and do whatever so-called perfection they said they want. But this is what we are dealing with. Okay? And you, as a realtor, must know all this so that you can present the facts to your what? To your customer without looking as if, oh, don't mind them, it's those developers, oh, they're all scammers, oh, they're all playing games, oh. No. I see some people just come. You see, you need to do your research. You need to do your title. Okay, how many titles we go do? Did you hear what I said? A land has a governor's consent. Okay? When we're buying it. Only for us to go and do research. This is that we still need to do some perfection. Welcome to land business. Can I tell you the honest truth? Lagos land is becoming scarce. And government won't tell you this. So it's almost like a land grabbing war between government and her people. And be honest with you. Okay? And because government can't develop everywhere, look at how they are relocating Computer Village now. Because Computer Village is now a prime land. And doing whatever is the income of your small computer we are buying there is not compared to what government can generate. Are we together now? Doing anything they choose to do there. So they will have to come back and figure a way to move the people there. This is what's going on in Lagos. And it's the honest truth. So what do I tell people? Which is why you are not being wise when you expect GTES to be run as a one-man business. What GTES needs to do is to bring stakeholders on board of GTES. Am I making sense at all? So that when issues happen, we've named a street after Dr. Cosmos, right? We're naming another street after Bishop Oyedepo. We're naming another after Obasanjo. If you government go and misbehave there, you know that it's between you and Obasanjo. Obasanjo will call you now. That's what Nigeria and real estate has become. It's about building turning your company to a what? An institution. Right? But unfortunately, some customers don't get this What is going on? Is Stephen Akintayo? If a governor wants to collect land from Stephen Akintayo, he will collect it clean, and there's nothing Stephen Akintayo can do. Right? I know you like him, but there's nothing he can do. But if Stephen Akintayo also has some powerful people who have interest in what he's doing, does that make sense at all? Even if it's not because of Stephen Akintayo, for the sake of these other people, there will be some reason being brought to bear. Are we learning at all? That's what you need to communicate to customers. But to be honest, everybody is a victim. That's why I was pissed off when one developer went to send bloggers to be calling us out because he wants to build a brand. He thinks he can keep my own brand for his own to rise. I'm like, are you okay? You yourself, you're having the same problem. All of us need to come together and say, government, stop this nonsense you are doing to all of us. Instead, you are sitting down behind, playing some game. When I bring all of them down, I will not come because I think I have connection with people in power. Like, you don't know politicians. They will screw everybody. Including you that dine with them. Right? So, that's what it is. Make sense? Good. Ooh. Yeah, you can clap if you want to clap, Tabi. Who are the customers in real estate? Your customers are people who can afford. That's all. Just don't waste your time with people that can't afford. The biggest problem we all face, and I faced it too, when you start real estate, the people you will first be marketing to are the people you know. Unfortunately for most of us, because we are not rich, which is why we started real estate in the first place, now also, take us go there. So we are marketing to people that can't even afford what we are selling. So you will start hearing all these stories, and it then looks as if it's difficult. It's not. The easiest people to sell are those who have the money. Just say, where's the account? In fact, can I shock you? Most of the clients who have the money will have paid before. Hey, that land doesn't even have C of O. Has it happened to anybody? Any professional person here? Well, I'm telling you my experience. He will have paid before he's not asking major questions. He just want to pay. Because this money, I've tied it. Let me just undo this and move on. It's the ones that don't have the money. So instead of telling you, Ore, with a struggle, say, hey, are you sure? That place, they said the governor has taken it. We are not. So if they have the money, they'll buy. So what's the solution to that? Start going for paid events. Start doing paid adverts, right? Social media adverts and all those things that you can do that can help. Are we together now? That's the solution to that. Do paid advert to high net worth people. And when you're talking to them, be polite, be respectful. Like we said, don't make it about money, make it about relationship, right? Prostrate for them. Some of you are, I said, 2 P's you can't afford to have, poverty and pride. Right? If you be proud, have some money first. In your humbling days, you are in real estate, you're a lady, be kneeling down for, let them feel guilty not buying. You don't get it. But the way this person greeted me, all the greeting, all the kneeling down, I can't tell the person, I will not buy. That's the secret. But you are still starting, you are still young, then you are still raising shoulder. Don't do that. Okay? But as you grow your business, like I said, it's not even a thing of pride. Some think it's pride. It's not a thing of pride. I can't. Okay, my in-law decided to buy some acres from us. Are you aware he filled form like any customer? My brother-in-law. Same father, same mother with my wife. He did I did not do one phone call with him. Say, hey, my in-law, you see, we, your in-law, we are buying from you now. Okay? No one. Okay? At best, he spoke with my wife. He got this, she sent him the form, he dealt in the office. That's it. Okay? It was my wife just mentioning in passing that, my brother bought some in this estate. I said, nice one. Help us thank him for patronizing family. Don't end there. Okay? So if that happens, I don't know why somebody somewhere feels, okay, I must talk to the founder. When their management team, Mrs. Bukola, yes, in Jesus' name, Bukola runs our stand-up. She's the Oga Pata Pata when it comes to Nigerian operations, right? So any day, anytime, if you want to talk to her from now to tomorrow, she will do that. It's her job. Abi, go talk to them. So she handles all operational response. Our group CEO is more based in Dubai, shuttle between Dubai and Germany, so he's not always in Nigeria. But Nigerian operations, she runs it. So, and then she now has about 7 CEOs, or how many CEOs under you? 7 CEOs under her. One of them is Mr. Ikena Umba. Stand up. One of, and several. She also has a group executive director of sales, Jessica, Michael. So there's enough leadership. Are we together now? Than to say, please sit down. Than to say, okay, I want to deal with the founder. I hope this makes sense. And even them, they are getting overwhelmed already. Right? Where's Farouk? Farouk has been trying to, he probably didn't sleep. We're together in Lekki to 2. I mean, I'm sure he got home. He left after 10 or something. But before he would have got home, maybe after 1, I'm not sure he went to bed until 2 a.m. this morning. So I've noticed he's been dozing. Maybe that's why he went out and he had to be here again. So these people themselves, they themselves are becoming overwhelmed. Talk less of me. Right? So, but I also think I've told our HR, our corporate communication persons, they've not promoted our leaders enough. Do you agree with me? There should be regular interviews done. Regular, like intentionally done every month. Oh, this month, this is what our group CEO is saying. This is what the MD of this is. And we'll keep, even intentionally promote it, boost it. So people can know that there are leaders in the organization. And these people go to war for this company. Right? As we are here now, they are allocating in Abuja. Amazing team of leaders are there. Okay? 2 Saturdays ago, they were trying to do allocation. You need to see the Fulani. They first dealt with some group of Fulani people who said they wanted compensation on the land. After we have paid the owner, after they did that, another batch came. They're in their hundreds. So it doesn't matter how many police you have. Hundreds. Okay? They had to move their location to today. They've been in Abuja having all manner of meetings with headsmen. Is there headsmen they call them? But if you don't show some of these things, you see where I'm going. People in there say, you see, this company, I paid them my money. They are just useless people. What we face. Okay? But just sometimes you feel, can we put some of this thing out there? I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Before somebody turn it and say, they are the ones paying, is it Boko Haram? Because it's a real sin. You are seeing real Fulani people with our team. Okay? If somebody go and twist that story now and say, see them, I have evidence. They are part of sponsors of. Anyway, we know sponsors, we buy land, they say we should compensate. And they are doing meeting. Right? So, this is what we go through. But I'm learning, one of the things I learned in Harvard is called operational transparency. Okay? And the example was that they realized that restaurants used to close. You don't see the kitchen of a restaurant. Then Harvard was the first to start it. Now you see with KFC, you see it with McDonald's, you see as they are processing the food. They said they tried it in Harvard Hall, showing the chef cooking the food, and they saw that it improved. People were more excited because they could see how their food were prepared. Okay? And so For us, we realize that there's too much secrecy around acquisition of land, so customers don't know, and they just can believe any story. So if somebody come and say, Jesus doesn't own that land, doesn't know the politics that had gone wrong. I don't know how you get my point. I'll give an example. The Garnet estate he invested in got it from the seller who truly shows his ownership and all of that. Tried to start fence work. A man showed up and said that seller had given him some acres. And at that part, bottom line, let's just say we pay twice. Eh? Oh, you did Abuja. Oh, okay. So if you don't know that story, I don't know that you get my point. You can even come to that land and see something going on. You just say, these people are not credible. They're not credible. Let's assume you came the day we are doing that fence, right? And you met this new man that said, this is my land. He said, hey, OG who can we trust in this country again? All these people, they're all just lying. Right? And you will know that we paid the real person on the document. Not knowing that there was also a back end between him and the other person. He committed to give him the land. Right? We even went to the king. The king truly confirmed it. Now we're in limbo. Okay, will you pay the guy you had promised? No, we should pay. So there's so much that goes on. So much. That's why when you see me defend developers on social media, there are things we can't share on social media. I don't know that we know that happen. And on social media, even when you see me do write-up, there are some things I can't see put in that write-up. But all I can just say is that, look, don't take these things from just the surface. Right? Before Shijimoto, for example, trended, had been to his development. Went there in the night. What going on? With no conversation we did. I'm hoping, had to raise money, issues, this happened, that happened. By December, I will finish this project, start handing over. So when this Enugu thing, I was so sad because I know how that sets him back. Somebody has been struggling over the inflation that started 2020. And unlike us, everything except the concrete for Shijimoto is imported because he does luxury. Everything. To the finishing, to the tiles, everything is imported. So inflation started during COVID. Immediately after COVID, he was hit by the first one. Then he kept growing. 2023, the president declaration, he was trying to stabilize at that point. Set everything back again. At some point, Shijimoto had almost 200 expatriates earning in dollars. The cheapest expatriate we have ever paid that was working from Nigeria, cheapest, charged us $5,000 per month. Cheapest. Do you know what it means for somebody to have almost 200? Should we continue? Then somebody who has never run business one day in his life. One day. Not one successful business. I don't blame the bloggers. I blame you for giving them audience. Somebody has never run business one day. And guess where all these your bloggers are going to end up? Where? Business. Business. The only problem is that they will be worse than those they criticize. One of them just joined selling phone now. We'll watch. Because instead of you to go and meet those who are already in it and learn mentorship. Come on, am I making sense at all? How are you running the business? You come and say, oh, they are scamming. And Nigerians like all this hero. Everybody's scamming you. I am the one to save you. All Nigerians say, hey, our savior has arrived. Continue. And you know what I love about Nigerians? They will still be the one to roast that savior. Oh, the day they will kill that savior. Yeah. you will pity that Savior, okay? And you will not be able to have mercy on that Savior. So what I always say, do business with integrity. Okay? Expect challenges, but be transparent. Do your best to communicate with your customers. Are we together now? And I promise you, the rest will be fine. There's a property we just acquired in Abuja. It was so humbling when my team reached out to the client, and the client said, the seller rather, he said, Dr. Stephen's property was the last property I bought before I became a developer. You know, if he wants to buy this, take it. He can pay me any day, any time. Let him take it. Those are the things that keep me going. Now, it says 6 years ago, before I became a developer, his property was the last I bought. After that, I started this business, and I can see how hell that I've been through in the last 6 years. I respect this man. He said, take the land, if I do anything, pay me when you have time. He said, we are ready to pay. No, take it. And that's one of the points of when you last long. Don't just get into business for being in it so that you can last. A business that lasts. We call it build to last. Everybody say build to last. Right? Let that be your dream. So I won't be able to take your questions because of the number and time is gone. If you are in the next class, we'll take all your questions. Because that's over 6 hours with me. Is that okay? I apologize that because of time, because we need to get out of here and prepare for the next class. Did you get value?
We can do it better with a standing ovation and our hands together. Let's appreciate Dr. Stephen Akintayo. If that was so practical, if it was so rich, if it was so actionable, I want you to appreciate him. Virtual clouds, fire emojis. So let's say it together. Thank you, DSA. We can do it better. Let's say thank you, DSA. So to amplify our appreciation, I want to do something very, very quick. Pick a partner, everybody. Pick a partner. And make sure you're with a phone. Don't worry, even if it's Android, anything you're using, just bring it out. Bring out your phones, So we're going to make a video. And I'm just going to do a call and response. Are we ready? Make sure you have a partner. For the virtual participant, just take a screenshot. All right, let's do it. So say with me, say DSA. Thank you. With more energy, say DSA. Thank you for your wisdom, for your sacrifice, for pouring value into us, for helping us grow, for the inspiration, for the impact from all of us, physically and online, for the real estate masterclass. We say thank you. Woo! All right, so we want you to post that on your social media. Tag Dr. Stephen Akintayo at Stephen Akintayo, and also tag SAF at Stephen Akintayo Foundation.
I'll be outside at the brand. If you want me to sign your book, I will be there to sign. Thank you.
Our hands together. So it's a wrap for the first session. We have the second session. In order to register for it, just go to the registration stand. They'll be there to help you out. Also for the media team, yes, we also have books. A way to follow is by reading books. So we have our books over there. You can learn, so much from Dr. Stephen Akintayo. And also the media guys are outside, to interview.